very tired, and I just want to get my obligatory stream over and done with for. Oh, whoops, there was an echo there. Sorry about that. Pulled up Twitch. I forgot I didn't have it muted. I just want to get my obligatory stream over today. So I have chat up. I should have my chat to text to speech bot working if you all want to make me suffer. And yeah, we're just gonna play the duck game. Playing the duck game. Oh. Oh, when do they add other pools? I want other pools. How do I get do I gotta buy the other pools? I've spent enough on this stupid duck game. Am I really about to spend more? Maybe later. Next duck game stream, we'll spend more. Basic pool, I guess. We'll add more ducks. Okay. Welcome. Oh, they still kept my names from the last game. Okay. Well, that isn't going to reveal some things later on, hopefully. What did I name all the ducks last game? I have no clue. So, yeah, this is the game. Hold on, let me like tab out of it real quick so I can you know, have everything up so I can see what's going on. So, hopefully the text-to-speech bot I have is going to work for us today. I have no clue, but we'll see. And if y'all can't behave yourselves, it's the last time I'm doing text-to-speech bot for the chat. Unfortunately, I only got the text-to-speech bot working for Twitch chat, so if you're like the -3 people who watch me on YouTube, you get nothing. You get to say nothing today. You have been permanently silenced, and it's your own fault for picking the wrong platform. I'll eventually get one working for YouTube. Maybe, hopefully. Who knows? I sure don't. But yeah, duck game, because I'm tired, and this is the equivalent of a teacher putting on a Bill Nye episode and taking, like, a nap in the spy closet. I just want to nap. Can I nap? Can I just, like, have my little avatar up here in the corner and nap on stream? Is that a possibility? I'd like to do that, please. But yeah, duck game. I probably should have, like, had more things to say if we're just doing duck game. But it's duck game. Look, his name is Duckbert. He's just a little duck. I have no clue what to name the rest of them. We're going to find out together. And yeah. I think I got like all the achievements for this game because my life is very sad. Oh, it's the cooler Duckbird. Amazing. This is the best. I love this game. So, what to talk about today? I don't know. I spent like most of my day doing things. I went to the store and bought a bookshelf because I have a bookshelf, but it's very tiny and I cannot hold much on it. So I got a bigger bookshelf and I'm hoping it'll fit in my room. And if it doesn't, I have no backup plan. It's sitting in like the living room right now. I'm too lazy to move it. Because you see, I gotta like, first off, I gotta clean my room. It is a mess. You cannot walk in here. There is sewing pins spilled on the floor. There's like a week old Taco Bell trash. I'm just like terribly surviving here. My life's a mess, guys. But I need to clean all that up so you can just walk into my room. And then I need to take all the stuff off my current bookshelf and take that bookshelf out and then put in the new bookshelf and put all the stuff back on the new bookshelf. That's a lot of work, and I'm not up for that today. Then with the rest of my day, I was working on cosplay, which really, I might just do that now while we're playing the duck game. No one will see what I'm doing. It'll be fine. You won't know. You won't know. But yeah, I was working on cosplay because I got 2 skirts that are too small, so I need to take them apart and make them into one skirt that will hopefully be the right size. Who knows? I sure don't. Sleepy. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? Um, hmm, hmm. Turns out my life's like really boring, guys. I wish I had like some interesting stories. I was kind of counting on, people saying things in the chat. So we could just listen. Oh, yes, I forgot I named the black duck after the edgy Miku clone that everyone was obsessed with when I was in middle school. I'm gonna have to justify all these duck names, aren't I? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at naming ducks. I thought it would reset the names and I could be like, hey guys, give me names. And then someone will be here and giving me names. But no, that's not how these things work, apparently. How tragic. Hold on. I gotta yell at Damon in Discord for not being here and not supporting me like a good friend should. I'm mainly joking. I love you, Damon. Hmm. I don't know. I have nothing to talk about. I'm so sorry. I'm so boring, guys. I mean, I don't know. We could talk about anime. I watched like 3 hours worth of anime earlier today when I was working on my cosplays. There's that new one that I was just watching, The Buddy Daddies. There's only 2 episodes out in English, and I am a pleb who does not watch the subs because I am too lazy to read all the time. That's why I have the TTS bot, so I don't have to read. It seems pretty good. I don't know yet though, because it was only 2 episodes. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then I watched it was the Kumoko So I'm a Spider So What anime, which was recommended to me like a long time um by Forb a long time ago. And I just never got around to it. And now Forb's gone and I'm watching it and I can't even talk to him about it. We're just watching the stuff go around in a circle, huh? He's going. He sure is going. What's the other ducks I have? What's the controls for this game anymore? Okay, that's not the right button. That's not the right button. That's the right button. Okay. Oh, we got locker decor because he looks like little scribbles from you know, it's like the ending credits at the Spider-Man Homecoming game. It's all like, ooh, high school decor for your lockers and things like that. Yes, very eloquently named ducks. I am bad at naming, as you will see. I tried to name a Pokemon the other day, and it told me I couldn't name it that word. The other day, it was like maybe a couple weeks ago. I don't know the exact day. But that's how bad I am at naming. Just Nintendo tells me to stop. So yeah, we're just gonna watch Duckford go in a circle. I feel like this would be a better stream if I had like booze or something. Just get me like super drunk, and they'll talk about something stupid, maybe. Hmm. You think if I ask Damon to show up and rant about his plumbing issues, he'll do it? He was very keen on doing it in the chat earlier. Damon, please entertain people. Okay, well, while we're doing this, I'm just going to grab my cosplay off screen here. And you all can listen to me suffer in real time. Because, man, I hate this. I hate this so much. This was a bad idea. Cosplaying, just in general, has always been a bad idea. I'm trying to get things done though, because I usually wait until right before Comic-Con. And now, I'm trying to get things done earlier because I'm tired of having to stay up all night the night before Comic-Con and make a hoop skirt like I did like 3 years ago. So now I'm here trying to seam rip this petticoat. It's a petticoat, right? So it's like a whole bunch of like little tulle netting. And do you know how hard it is to pick apart the white thread from the white plastic netting? It is very hard. And I regret all my decisions in life up to this point. Every single one. Not a single good decision I've ever made. So, let me just walk everybody through this cosplay so you all can know my suffering. So first off, I made the mistake of letting Steven pick what I was going to be for Comic-Con. And now I'm going to wear a maid dress. It's pink. It's a pink maid dress. And I was like, ooh, well that maid dress isn't floofy enough, so let me get some petticoats. But I couldn't find a petticoat in the right size because I am rather large, let's be honest here. I'm a VTuber for a reason. So I was like, well, let's just get 2 smaller petticoats and make those into one big petticoat. And then I gave up last week, I think it was. Like, you know what? This is too much. I'm going to make a hoop skirt instead. I've done that before. I'll do it again. You know what? I won't do it again because first off, the hoop skirt I made, I can't just reuse it because it's just a disaster. And I also made it for my sister, so it doesn't quite fit me. It's a little bit too big. Which is shocking, I know. So I'd have to make a whole new hoop skirt. And I thought I had more of what I used for the hoops. I didn't use traditional, hoops that you use for hoop skirts. I went cheap with it. It is like a little, very thin plastic pipe. It's flexible and bendable. And I just made those into hoops because I thought, oh, well, it'll squeeze through, tight corridors. And, if someone's pressed up against you at the con, you won't be knocking them over or anything. So I thought I had extra of that, but I don't. And I've been trying to go up to the hardware store to get more of it. But as a person with no ability to drive and no car, very hard to get places. And there's no hardware store within walking distance. So, no hoop skirts. We're sticking with plan A with petticoats and we're trying to make that work. And then hopefully that'll work out. And then I have all the other adjustments I need to make to this cosplay. I gotta replace the bow on the collar part of the maid dress because the ribbons they put on there are just super thin and you're supposed to tie it together into a bow. Well, I'm very bad at tying, so I'm just going to replace it with thicker ribbon so I don't accidentally rip it. And then I am going to put a basically, I guess it's kind of like a clip-on bow tie, except, it'll probably be velcroed on. I'll put a pre-made bow onto one of the ribbon pieces, and we'll hot glue that, together, and then we'll put some Velcro to attach the ribbon pieces on the collar so the collar closes around my neck without me having to tie anything. And then I was going to do the same thing with the apron since you also have to tie that on. And like I said, I cannot tie. So hopefully I'm able to get all that done. And yeah, we'll see. Then I gotta learn how to do makeup. Because, man, I don't know how that works. And then I gotta style the wig. Because I'm going to be me, but as a maid. Me as an Aerie, not real me. No one cares about real me. Where is the seam on this thing? So I can start ripping it apart. I think this is it. So it's a lot to do, and I have until March. Maybe. I think it's March. I have no clue, honestly. I could look it up, but I'm very lazy right now. So yeah. I'm kind of tempted to hold this up to my microphone, see if I can get some ASMR. Let's see if microphone will pick this up. ASMR, me slowly chopping the seams of this petticoat. Let's see, let's see. Is it picking up anything? Oh, I accidentally hit the microphone. I'm sorry about that. No, I don't think it's picking up literally anything. My filters are too good. I say, even though I've recently listened back to my streams and realized, oh no, my filter makes me sound super echoey. Should probably fix that eventually. I'm not going to, but I should. So yeah, there's that mess that I'm currently dealing with, and I am trying to find shoes for this cosplay. And that has always been the tricky thing, right? I want to find like those cute little, I think they're called the Mary Jane shoes, you know, with a little strap on the front. And like maybe a little bit of a heel on them, but not too much. But man, I'm lucky to find tennis shoes in my size, let alone cute shoes like that. I went to multiple thrift stores when I was, getting a bookshelf today. I had to look at the shoes on all of them. And I only found like one pair of the shoes I was wanting, like style wise. And they were like size 6. And there's no way I am going to fit in a size 6 shoe. Tragic, I know. I'm probably going to have to just YOLO it and trust Amazon when it says, oh yeah, that shoe's totally your size. Usually it's not. But I'll trust Amazon for once. Anyways, enough about me complaining about cosplay. I'll find something else to complain about instead of that. Let's see. No, really, it's just cosplay going on in my life right now. Cosplay and trying to find good animes to watch and ignoring Steven's text. That's all I got going for me. What a sad life. What other ducks do we got in this pool? Can I see? Can I see the ducks? Can I tab back over to the ducks, please? I want to know what I have. Oh, toothpaste, duck nut. I forgot about the duck nut. Okay. Toothpaste, which I assume, looks like toothpaste. Apparently that's toothpaste. And then Thor, he's like the little thunder duck. I remember him. Okay. So those are my terribly named ducks. We're just going to zoom in on Duckbert, the one duck whose name I'm proud of. I know there's a duck named after Steven, and there's a duck I named after myself. I'm trying to think of what other ducks I had. I think there's one named Stabby, but I'm not entirely sure about that one. Sorry, I'm trying to think of more conversation topics. That's not exactly my strong suit. Maybe one day I'll get better at it, but that's not today. Hmm. More than I'm actually thinking. Let's see. We can talk about, I have no clue, honestly. And I think for some weird reason, my little VTuber model's being all weird. Oh, the Junji Ito duck. Ah, yes. I've forgotten about that one too. What a wonderful name. We need to get the stupid little flying duck so we can just focus the camera on him. and have a fun time. Watch him, see how far he can go when he flies out into the ocean eventually. Oh, and that was the toothpaste duck, apparently. I have no clue why I named him Toothpaste. And we'll never find out past Aries' thought processes because she never bothers to write them down anywhere. She just goes, oh yeah, future me will know what that means. Future you never knows what that means. Please be kinder to future you. Future you is tired and stressed and constantly confused. Let's see here. We can talk about... I'm honestly all out of ideas because my life's extremely boring. Maybe one day it'll be exciting. Maybe one day I'll go, like, on vacation someplace. And have a fun time and bring back lots of stories. I don't know where to go on vacation. I mean... Like, like the what's the word I'm looking for? Popular, that's it. That popular vacation spots people talk about. It's like Disneyland, and that's really all I can think of right now. It's like, I don't think I'd want to go to like some big amusement park or anything. Too many people. And also, I'm afraid of roller coasters, so not a good spot. Um, but, where would I go? If I could go anywhere on vacation, where would it be? That's the question. Maybe just like rent a little cabin out in the woods, okay? Hear me out. We'll rent a little cabin out in the woods and we'll just like have a fun time. We'll get some Nerf guns. Me and all my buddies. Everybody who's watching right now, you're invited to my dream vacation here in the woods with some Nerf guns. And we'll just like have an entire weekend where we just like have a giant Nerf gun fight, right? And that's the dream vacation. No one's safe. They can hit you anytime, even when you're asleep. The goal is to survive. That'd be fun, just like renting out a big like area of land and being like, okay, we're all gonna hunt each other for sport in the most non-lethal way possible. Whoever survives the longest wins. I'd immediately lose that. There's no way I would ever survive that. Like, I'd just be like, okay, I'll try one hiding spot, and then it'll be the first hiding spot everyone thinks of, and I will get immediately found and then shot in the face with a Nerf gun. But it would be fun, you know? Especially if you like set up cameras along the way so like you can just watch everyone after, you die. You can see everyone's downfall. That's what I'll do when I make bank. When I make the major Twitch money from my thrilling, oh so thrilling streaming career. I'll just rent out a big area of land with like a cabin in the woods or something for like a couple nights and just bring all my friends and have us hunt each other for sport. So if any of my friends are listening right now, and in the future I ask you to go camping with me, you know what's coming. So you can't yell at me when you get surprised we're hunting each other for sport. Take this gun. You have 10 seconds to run. Who out of my friends would win that? That's the question. If Forb is still alive and he like shows up and I can invite him to the camping trip, I think Forb would make it pretty far. I don't know if he'd win, but he'd make it pretty far. I don't know about Steven. He's kind of a twink, so I think he would have the advantage in the small, like, hiding spots. But then again, so is Forb. They all can squeeze in small places. I have the biggest disadvantage, like, I can't run fast, I can't climb trees or anything. I just throw myself into, like, the closest body of water. That's my plan. I'd probably get eliminated first. And then, no offense, Damon, but I think you'd be second. And then, let's see, who else would I invite? Which one of my friends would accept a camping trip for me? That's the question. Because I can invite everyone, but it's who would actually show up. So, I don't know. Like, if we're just talking about my online friends only, I think very few of them would show up considering we're all, like, in different states and stuff. But, if we're talking about, like, my real life friends too, oh, I have a friend who's, like, she went camping with my older sister once because she was originally my older sister's friend. Um, and she brought her BB guns and stuff. And apparently, while her and my sister were shooting the BB guns, she made like every single shot she took. So if I bring her to hunt me for sport, she would win. She would win. I mean, I don't know. It depends on if someone could catch her off guard and get her first. But if she's the one doing the hunting, I think she would have the best chance. I'm trying to not look down so much so my camera catches me while I'm over here ripping apart this skirt by the seams. Let's see. I don't know who else would show up to a camping trip. I feel like maybe I could trick rats into it because I've already tried to. I'm not sure if it's 100% yet, but I've already tried to convince rats to come down next year for Comic-Con and have fun with me. So I feel like I'd be like, oh, hey, another fun time. Come camping with me out in the wilderness, the Midwestern wilderness. And she'd be like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And surprise. I don't think rats would make it very far. I think she'd be like, I'm not doing this. I'm going to go inside the cabin and play Pokemon. And then, either she gets shot off right off the bat with a Nerf gun, or we all just forget about her and she ends up being the winner because we didn't know she was playing. That's how that would go. I couldn't invite Colorado, but I don't know how well she would do. I don't know if she's ever shot a gun, Nerf or otherwise. I mean, I'm kind of acting like real gun or BB gun experience would help you with Nerf guns. We're using Nerf guns here. Then again, I don't know anything about whether or not real gun experience would help you with that. I've never shot a real gun either. And I'm garbage with Nerf guns, so who knows, the skill might translate over. But yeah, that's my vacation plan. Everyone's gonna hunt each other for sport. You're all invited. Meet me here in the Midwestern wilderness. Try not to get eaten by a bear. It'll be fun. I promise. I just think a lot of things would be cooler if you could rent out a giant cabin in the woods. Like, I'm not really into camping. I've been camping before. I hated it. Mainly because you ruin tents and not cabins. But if you have a cabin, that makes things better. Until, the murderer comes for you because they always target the cabins in the woods. Unless I'm the murderer. And I've tricked you all into coming into my cabin in the woods. You all have Nerf guns, and I have a real one. Well, this is a trick you seem to pick apart here. Oh, what duck just fell out of the sky? Oh, another one named after a Vocaloid. Wonderful. Oh, yes, got the little doodle duck too, huh? Okay. I should look up to see if the DLC for this game that I didn't know they had. If it like adds more ducks or is it just like a new pool? That's the question here. We're checking it right now. No one can stop me. Is it literally just a new pool? Is that all it is? Wow. Amazing. I'm absolutely going to spend $1 on that. Not now, though. Don't let anyone ever tell you I make good financial decisions. I don't. I think I should just ask the Discord, like, hey, if we were hunting each other for sport, who do you think would win? Because now I'm stuck on that idea now. We're just gonna think about that for the rest of the night, about hunting each other for sport. I'm asking them all. I need to know their answers. Who's gonna win when we hunt each other for sport? This is a very important question. I don't know, does Taro have any gun training? Like, she was a security guard, I think. Sometimes security guards just have, like, the guns for show, you know? I still think Forb has a pretty decent chance. Forb or my real life friend. Or Rats if we all forget about her as she's playing Pokemon inside the cabin. Those would be my top 3 contenders. Well, Taro says Taro would win. Wouldn't disagree. I think my top contenders still stand. I just know I would lose. I'd be like the first person shot. Like, I'd say, okay, go. And then, like, Steven would immediately just shoot me in the face with a Nerf gun. Now I just gotta think of a new topic to talk about. Oh, Sans Undertale. He's just there. Okay. I forgot about him. I should play Undertale sometime. On stream. I've played it before. I've attempted to play it before. It did not turn out well. I got like to the papyrus battle and I kept dying. I know after a while you can just like, get away without doing it. But I was like, no, I'm determined. I'm determined to finish this. And I never did. Baby ducks! Look at all of them. We got the dirt duck too. And good old toothpaste. Got all my ducks in a row. Amazing. Okay, so let's see. New thing to talk about for the next half an hour. Hmm. What little thought experiment do we want to go about now? That doesn't involve hunting each other for sport, preferably. Oh, where did the baby ducks go? There they are. Okay. I was worried about them. Let's see. Um, I have nothing to talk about because my life is very boring. Um, hmm, 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 hmm. We can talk about. I got nothing. I'm sorry. I'm really trying, guys. I really am. I don't know anything ever at any moment in time. But look at all these ducks. Amazing. We keep going until we get them all. No duck will be forgotten. Although, if I were the makers of this game, I would team up with that one company that makes like the licensed rubber duckies. Like, they have the Sonic rubber duckies, and I think they made a Hatsune Miku rubber ducky, and they're coming out with My Hero Academia rubber duckies. I would just be like, yo, let us put your licensed duckies in our game. It would be like the most expensive DLC pack. It'd be like $60 just for that one DLC pack. And people would buy it. People would buy it. Really? The pig headed duck. Look at him. He sure is trying. He's trying his best, just like me. People would buy a $60 DLC for this game, though. People buy stupid stuff all the time. Look at me, I buy a whole bunch of stupid stuff. Every single day of my life. Like this skirt that I'm ripping apart, that I bought. This was a stupid decision. Oh. Oh, why is the duck so far away? Here we go. Now we can see him better. Along with all of his ducky friends. It's what the ducks deserve. I wonder how stupid and useless this game is. How many other stupid and useless games are there on Steam? Let's buy all the useless games and play them. It's a marathon. We're gonna play all of them. Okay, let's go into Steam and just see. I don't want to like go for like the worst rated games because The duck game's actually really well rated, even though it's just a duck game. Um, let's find just like games like this where you literally do nothing. Games that play themselves. The only games that I can beat because they play themselves. Um, hmm. See, that's a good question. I can't really. There's like no category on Steam for games that play themselves, but there should be. I don't know. Can I Google it? Like, get a terrible top 15 list? Well, now we're going deep into the rabbit hole of this. I've been directed by Reddit to a game called Progress Quest. I don't know what it's about though. It just literally said it played itself. Well, this is something to look into for next time I don't feel like actually streaming. I'll just like throw that on and have you guys watch that. Hmm. Are there any other games when I want to be lazy? Then again, can any game really beat ducks? Where's my mouse? Let me click back into the duck game. Look at this perfect duck. Look at how amazing he is. You could see every inch of texture. Oh, am I in the small pool again? I'm in the small pool again. We'll just keep the focus on Duckbert. The best duck. The original duck. Only duck you should love. Still hung up on the forcing my friends to hunt each other sport thing. Because no, I'm trying to plan it all out now. Hear me out, okay? It wouldn't be that difficult to plan it out. I just need to buy a whole bunch of Nerf guns. Or should I make them... Okay, like, I could just hand them Nerf guns at the start, right? Or I can hide them out in the woods. Like, a whole bunch of different types. So, like, some's like just the one that you have to... You could only, like, fire one dart before you have to reload it. Like, the little pathetic ones you get at the dollar store. And some could be, like, those giant ones, right? We'll just hide them around. I was about to say in random points of the map, but it's not really like a map. It's like real life, not a video game. But we'll hide them around, just random points in the woods. And we'll be like, okay, guys, go find a gun and survive. This is what I would do if I had Mr. Beast money. This is what Mr. Beast should do. Maybe Mr. Beast already did it. Who knows? I don't watch him. But I think it'd be interesting. Like beforehand, like after you tell them the premise of like, oh well, you see, I've gathered you all here today to make you hunt each other for sport. Like after you've told them that premise, you'd be like, okay, go bet on each other. Okay, now that the betting's done, go hunt each other down. You think like people would, bet on someone and then try their hardest to make that person win? Like let's say I bet on Forb, I find Forb, and I'm like, hey Forb, I found this really good Nerf gun. Take it from me. You need to win so I can make money. That'd be a way to exploit the system. And I'm just like actually thinking about this. Where is the nearest cabin in the woods I can rent out? We're doing this. We're doing this, guys. We're gonna make my friends hunt each other for sport. Like, how much land do you think we would need? How big is an acre? Hmm. Okay, so like, where can I rent out an acre? Well, maybe you need like a bigger than an acre. I don't know. It says an acre is like 43,000 square feet. But I don't know how big that's either. Maybe like 2 acres. Maybe we went out like 2 acres of the woods. Where do you do that? Can you just rent out like acres of woods for like 3 days? Like, I don't need it for a long time. I just need it for, for hunting each other for sport. I just need it for that. But it would be fun, wouldn't it? We could all like get body cams and stream it. That'd be amazing. Hope someone out there is taking notes to remind me of this in the future. We're doing this. We're making this happen. I don't care how long it takes. I want to hunt my friends for sport. What else could I hide out there if I'm hiding the Nerf guns around the map? Making them find it. Like, should I also hide out resources? Like, I assume there's going to be like one big cabin as the focal point, That's where we start out. That's where you all run from. I assume a lot of resources would also be in the cabin because, like, then, people got to decide, do we want to go to the cabin where there's like guaranteed food and shelter? Or, do we not want to risk it because other people could be there too? I think it'd be fun to just, like, make this a whole big deal. Whole big production. Hunting my friends for sport. Maybe, like, also have, like, little, tents scattered about in the woods, too. So that way, they can have some place to sleep. Gotta sleep sometime. Gotta be stealthy about it, though, because there's no rules. They can strike at any time. So you gotta be careful. Like, yeah, you can sleep in this nice tent, but someone might come along and see the tent and assume there's someone in there and attack you. Or you can, like, build a shelter in the middle of the woods and, like, try to hide it with all the leaves and stuff. I'm never going to drop this idea. We're doing this, guys, eventually. One of these days, everybody will hunt each other for sport. I'll make it happen. We should also hide, like, camouflage clothing around the map. Because I don't want everybody to come in not prepared at all, you know? Like, obviously, now that I've mentioned it on stream, someone's going to be like, hey, Aira's going to make us hunt us for sport, so if she ever invites you to the woods, be prepared for that, right? But I think I could, like, take away everybody's stuff that they bring with them. So they only have the clothes on their back. And hopefully not everybody's wearing camouflage, you know? Maybe, like, one person. I'd allow, like, one person to get away with it. But everybody wouldn't be able to. So you would have to hunt around the map to find, like, you know, the camouflage and stuff. To hide yourself. Hold on, I'm having a real difficult time picking this seam apart. This was not a well thought out idea for my cosplay. And I will suffer every day because of it. There we go, I did it. I just accidentally cut a giant hole in it. No one will see that though, it's fine. Now I just have, like, the other 3 layers of this petticoat to do. So I think the downside of going out in the forest and hunting my friends for sport would be like, there's wild animals out there, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure I live in an area with mountain lions. Pretty sure. Cannot be entirely sure. I know there's foxes. Probably bears. I assume there's bears around here. I'm not sure. I don't go outside enough to know, like, what wildlife we have and what we don't. Right? So, there's squirrels, but squirrels aren't really violent, okay? There's deer. I know there's deer. This is the only wildlife I've seen out, like, in person. Squirrels and deer and birds. So maybe that's all there is. I doubt it, but maybe, just maybe. Hmm. Ah, sleepy. Okay. So I'm going to try to stop talking about hunting my friends for sport. Let's think of one more topic before, I hit that hour mark and decide, okay, good enough. Goodbye, everyone. So, hold on, let me reset my VTuber avatar because it is getting all kinds of wonky whenever I move. Hello. Is this better? Okay, I think that's good. So, oh, the Chrome duck. Google. So, we're no longer talking about hunting people for sport. What is the topic of conversation tonight? We can talk about things like these make me wish I was smarter. And had more experiences to tell stories about. We can talk about. Hold on, I'll think of something, I'm sure. Let me just, like, catch my brain on fire while I'm thinking. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. No, I think I'm officially all out of ideas. I don't know. Let me see if Discord will give me ideas. Guys, give me something to talk about. A subject that does not involve hunting each other for sport. That is what I asked for, and we will see the responses. Steven's going to have the worst response, and we're going to ignore that. And like we always do whenever he speaks. And someone else is going to say something, and it might be a good idea, but I probably won't go through with it. And that's how this works. I ask for advice or help, and people give me ideas, and then I just don't do it. Oh, well, Steven said Batman. Batman in real life. How bad I'd be at it. Okay. Okay, that's the subject of conversation today. Steven has demanded it. Okay. So, I would be really bad at being Batman. One, I want to be able to like afford any of the gear or the technology or any of that stuff, you know? I'm very poor. And two, like Batman has an Alfred and people he can like count on, you know, like Robins. I don't have any of that. I don't have a butler. I don't have anyone to come home to cook for me after a long night of being a vigilante. I don't like, you know, have the skills at all either. Maybe I could do the Robin thing and just like kidnap a bunch of children and then be a terrible parent to them, like Batman is. And then one of them dies, and I become even worse. That's how bad I'd be at being Batman. I feel like if I were to be a superhero, I'd be more like the recent iteration of Spider-Man, like Marvel Spider-Man, the movie iteration, the MCU, right? Where he's like, "Oh, I'm trying to help," but he's like kind of being garbage at it, like the first movie, not the other ones. Okay, we're ignoring the most recent Spider-Man, and we are ignoring the one where he was Far From Home. We don't count those two. But the first one was like, "Oh, I'm trying to be Spider-Man," and he like whipped up the guy who thought he was like breaking into the car, but he wasn't. Like that's me as a superhero. I'm just like I'm trying my best, but I'm super bad at it. I feel like I'd be a really bad superhero because like, you know, someone calls me up and be like, "Hey, Spider-Man, Spider-Airy, whoever I am, we need you to help. Like there's this guy shoplifting from us." I'll be like, "What is he shoplifted? Is it food? Let him steal food. Everybody deserves food. If he's shoplifting like a video game, maybe I'll come stop him. Depends how much was the video game. What video game is it?" They're like, "Hey, Spider-Airy, we need you to help the cops out with this like investigation or something." Why would I help the cops? I don't respect the cops. I'd shoot the Paw Patrol dog just for being a cop. Which was something I was talking about the other day on a Discord call. I forgot that wasn't on stream. Nobody gets context for that. I would shoot the Paw Patrol dog for being a cop. I don't respect him. I don't respect his authority. You don't trust cops. Anyway, I'd be a really bad superhero. I might as well just be the villain, but I'd probably be a really bad supervillain too. You know? Like, what evil things would I do? Nothing. I'd be too lazy. I'd be like, "Oh, I'll make a death ray tomorrow. I'll take a nap tonight. I'll do it later." I'd be the worst supervillain, worst superhero, worst super anything. And that's why I'm not. Wow, Stephen, amazing. Your subject only got like maybe 4 minutes of conversation out of it. But speaking of how terrible I would be at things, how much I am not a hero, I've been watching like a lot of those isekai animes because they're my favorite, you know, just like those trashy little garbage isekais. Or it's like, oh, I reincarnated to the other world and I've become like the grand supreme hero or whatever, right? That'd be so boring, wouldn't it? Like just like going into another world and being like obscenely overpowered, being like Kirito with his two swords and his stupid haircut. And just like, I'm gonna save you all. No, that's boring. If I ever go into a fantasy world, I'm gonna be a baker. I'm gonna open up a cute little bakery. It'll be adorable. And they'll be like, hey, you're overpowered. Come be the hero. I'm like, nah. I gotta bake some bread. That's my plans in life if I ever get isekai. I'm gonna open up the best cafe in the entire fantasy world. Ah. Okay, well, has it been an hour yet? Have I filled my quota of streaming for the week? Because, man, I want to take a nap. I want to take a nap so bad. I'm very tired. Which is my own fault, because I am the one who insists on staying awake until 4 in the morning, knowing I have to wake up at 10 in the morning. Okay. Before we go, real quick, because I gotta kill like 2 more minutes. We're just gonna go over all the ducks that we've collected this far. So we got Duckbert, the cute little ducky. We got the cooler Duckbert. Got the one I named after the edgy Miku. Got Locker Decor. Toothpaste. I don't know why I named him Toothpaste. I'll never know. We got Ducknut. We got Thor, because it kind of looks like thunder. Can't see very well. There we go. Got Junji Ito, because it's like all spirally, you know, like Uzumaki. We got the Dirt Clod. We got Little Doodle Duck. Got the one I named after the Vocaloid, whose name I cannot pronounce. We got... Look, I know it's supposed to be like Jack Skellington, but no, shut up, it's Sans Undertale. You cannot take this away from me. We got Lily. Got Dwayne. Got Google Chrome. Got Watermelon Sugar. Because I was listening to that song at the time I'm playing this the first time around. And we got Scrooge McDuck, because it reminds me of you know, like when they did the Disney Christmas Carol and they had Scrooge McDuck playing Scrooge, the guy from Christmas Carol. Yes, I'm good at words. And he has his little candlestick and his little fancy nightcap, and he's going to go yell at some children for making noise outside or something. I don't remember how the story goes. He was a mean guy. That's all I know. Rebecca Duckford, and that's it. Okay. It has been an hour and 25 seconds. I have filled my stream quota for the night. I'm sorry I'm not entertaining, but hey, I'm very tired. And the only reason, I'll admit, okay, the only reason I did this stream tonight is because I know if I don't, I'm just like never going to stream again. Not because like, you know, oh, I'm never streaming again. This is, you know, me quitting. More it's like, it's just so easy to be like, hey, I can't stream, I'm busy, and just like ignore streaming. It's just really easy to do that, you know? Well, there's someone in the chat now. Who's in the chat? When did you show up? Why isn't my text-to-speech chat working? But it's just so easy to be like, oh, I don't feel like streaming, I'll just tell everyone I'm busy, and then you don't stream. So I gotta make sure, you know, I keep things up. I'm trying my hard to do at least once a week. That's why you got such a terrible stream tonight. But, hello person who just got here. I'm so sorry that the stream's over now. But thank you for showing up at least once. I really thought I had the text-to-speech for the chat working out, but it's not reading out the text chat, so I am going to have to fix that before next stream. Okay, but I'm heading out. Everybody have a good night, and I'll hopefully have the energy to stream next week too.